World Stroke Day is coming up on Friday, October 29th. It's a day focused on improving awareness of stroke symptoms. So Dr. Ben Atchie is a neurointerventional surgeon with the Swedish Neuro Network. And to start, just explain what a stroke is and what causes it.
Sure. So the most common kind of stroke is essentially a blockage in an artery. That blockage starves the brain of oxygen and essentially suffocates the tissue, which can lead to permanent damage.
Okay, and tell us the main symptoms of a stroke and what people should be looking out for.
Sure. So there's a simple mnemonic that we like to use when we try to raise awareness because it's easy to remember. And that mnemonic is be fast. The B stands for balance. So any sudden onset balance symptoms when you're unable to walk or cross the room is concerning. E is for eyes. So any change in your vision, sudden onset change in your vision, which may include both eyes or just one. F is for face. So any asymmetry in your smile or droopy face is a symptom of a stroke. A is for arm or appendage. So if you're paralyzed, that's an obvious one on one side of your body. But even if you have subtle weakness, such like a clumsy grip, that's new. That's a sign of a stroke. S is for speech, so slurred speech or inability to communicate is a sign. And then T stands for time. So this is an emergency, and you really need to get somewhere that can take care of you as quickly as possible.
Right. That was actually one of my next questions. World Stroke Day says minutes can save lives. Tell us why time is just so crucial in these situations.
Right. So every minute that an artery is blocked and the brain is starved of oxygen, about 2 million neurons will die. Because of that, it is imperative that this is treated like an emergency and that patients are brought to hospitals like Swedish Medical Center, where we can treat you fast and effectively.
Great, some great information. Tell us too, what are some of the risk factors of a stroke, and are there any lifestyle changes you recommend to people?
Sure, yeah, so stroke is very preventable. Probably about 80% of strokes could be prevented. The most common risk factors are smoking, diabetes, and hypertension. So if we can control those things, we would prevent a lot of strokes in America.
Okay, that's great to know. Is there anything else that you want our viewers to know about strokes or you think is important that we haven't talked about?
Stroke is the 5th leading cause of death in America. Almost 1 million Americans will have a stroke this year. And despite that, only about half of Americans will be able to name a single sign or symptom of a stroke.
That's good that that acronym you reminded people of those signs and symptoms, is good for people to know about and think about. So we appreciate all the information, Dr. Atchie.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Of course. And we have many more stroke resources on our website, cbsdenver.com.